Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits. And I'm back up in New York at the primary Legion outpost. Man, it is too cold to go to the secondary. I got to jump in my car because it is freezing. Now, when I got back, they pilfered the first outpost, so I had to fix it up. Wasted a whole hour. I'm going to do my best to try and get this done. In front of you today, we see the Eafengrow EF153 in 1095 high carbon steel. Excited to test this out. Stick around. Troops, what's your EDC today? Well, today I've got my pocket fixie right here. My Gia Brother Tonto in 14C28N steel. Let me know what you all have. Veterans, active military, just want to say, as always, thank you very much for your service. Enjoy the video. Quick specs. Let's go through this. Once again, this is the Eafengrow EF153 in 1095 high carbon steel with an overall length of 12.2 inch, blade length 6.7 inch, blade steel 1095 with a blade hardness of 60 to 60 HRC. Blade thickness is a hefty 6 millimeter. Blade width 1.7 inch. Handle length is 5.5 inch. Handle thickness 1.7 centimeters. Handle material is a black micarta. Knife weight is 13.9 ounce. Weight with the Kydex sheath is 18.2 ounce. It features a full Tang, lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, TecLok, and this particular model has a dual grind on it. Pretty interesting. Let's test out their 1095 steel. Close up. Now, if you notice, this is the black stonewashed version. I gave the satin version to my son, and when I let the Eafengrow people know that I was going to buy this one, they said, I'm just going to send it to you. So thank you very much, Eafengrow. You guys rock as always. So check it out. A very interesting dual grind type of blade, thinner in the front, thicker in the rear. So I plan on doing a little bit more chopping towards the rear, and I'm assuming that the thinner part is for more type of work for skinning, game, etc. However, we're going to put it to the test. It's got a sharpening choil with a nice little guard hole. The handles are surprisingly comfortable and contoured very well. It does have a bit of a protruding Tang. Lanyard hole, which I did add the lanyard. Full Tang goodness. Now, the spine here is not sharp. I doubt very much that we are going to do any kind of scraping of a ferro rod, but we will try, troops. We will try. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, now let me give you an up close look and you will see that dual grind. Now look, I have that Legion Premier. You will see the satin version. Go take a look at it. It'll be more detailed and better information for everybody. Let's take a look at this sheath as soon as I make sure that this is nice and framed good. As usual, a fantastic taco style sheath from Eafengrow. They always do a fantastic job. Very thick, high quality. Okay, TecLok. This is in the upright configuration. You could set it for scout if you want. Let's pop the knife in. There you go, man. There it is. Let's see if it comes out. Nope. Any rattle? Nope. This particular knife to sheath is awesome. Okay, I'm done talking. It's too cold. Let's get to do some work. Okay, I got some pretty thick gloves, all right? And it feels good, all right? It is insulated, the gloves, so, you know, in weather like this, at least you know that the handle will accommodate a thick, big glove. So I've got something small. I'm not going to be sitting here 45 minutes chopping away. Something small for testing. It's been a while since I've been able to test because it was raining down in Florida the last few days. I can't control the weather, unfortunately. So let's get started. Now my gloves, they are a little slippery. Let me see if I can fit my gloves through this lanyard. Yeah, I can. So far, so good. We're looking good. It's cold. I'm sure that this is frozen solid in here, but we're chopping away. It looks good so far. Now I am using the rear of the blade because it's thicker. The blade is thicker here towards the rear. So let's keep going. Okay, definitely biting in real well. We're looking good. I'm liking it. I know that a lot of people are pretty interested in this blade. I think I have almost 1,000 views on my premiere, so I'm finally getting to test it out. Very excited. Now, for those that are new, I'm in a park in New York. A lot of people come here, they hike, they camp, and there's a whole bunch of stumps. I know the groundskeepers over here, and anything that's on the floor, whether there's stumps, branches, trees, logs, fair game. So a great place to come to and do this kind of work, you know, so it's excellent. Good thing the wind isn't blowing right now, you know, because if the wind was blowing, I wouldn't be out here. It's cold today. It's really cold. I got a late start, and let me tell you something. The sun is going down quick. So far, it's doing a nice job with the chopping. Oh, that was a big chunk I just took out. Let's see. We're looking good so far. Beautiful. So I'm a little nervous about, you know, pounding away because it is cold and I don't want to be sweating up a storm, and then I make things worse for myself, for my health. So taking my time, chopping away. So far so good. Looking good. If you go take a look on Amazon, they got some pretty good reviews on this knife too. Everyone's favoring this this style design. It's non-traditional, however, you know, people seem to be liking it. And the best part is another option from Eafengrow, 1095 steel, you know? All right, here we go. Just a simple demonstration, troops, not a bad log at all. Let's move on because it's cold. Let's demonstrate some batoning with the Eafengrow EF153. Let's give it a go. Let me just reposition this, troops. Was a little bit awkward of a piece. Just want to make sure I'm going to go through the whole piece right here. There we go, much better. All right. All right, good. Good challenge, troops. Nice gnarly piece right here. Let's take a look at that edge. Straight. Looking good, you could see. Nice hard piece of wood, man, and gnarly, gnarly. Let's do some quartering. Okay, sorry about that. Nice hard piece. Nice hard piece of wood, man. Let's take a look. So far, the 1095 is holding up pretty good. Okay, so all right, if you need to build a fire and this is all you got some nice quarters right here. Let's try some horizontal batoning. All right, let's do this. I'm going to utilize the whole blade right here. Oh, wow, that's stuck in there. All right, you can see it's splitting. Okay, good. Whoa, that was stupid. Let me pick that up. Okay, let's continue. There we go. Nice. Good. That worked out well. This will be a good piece for feather sticks. Speaking of feather sticks, let's just take a quick look. Nice, okay. Still sharp. Still looking good right here. All right, we're making some nice curls, still looking sharp. Blade's good. Edge is straight, so far so good. Let's keep going because it's freezing. Now remember, this is a channel that tests out knives. This is how I do it. Some of you may not be doing this wherever you are. It doesn't matter to me. It's a channel that tests out knives, okay? So just be aware of that. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this again. Nice. Okay, just an example here, all right, of making some feather sticks. That's a thick bark on here. Let's get rid of that. I don't know what wood this is, but if it burns, it's going to work for me. All right, good. We're looking good. Let me process these down a little bit more manageable feather sticks, and I will be back. Okay, I had to go in my car, warm up a bit. I did process a few sticks here. Let's make some individual curls first, or you could make just one big pile. So it might be a little windy. It might fly off. I'm not sure yet. All right, good. Now, to be fair, the wood is a little wet because it's been snowing, raining here, unfortunately. But in any case, you can still see that the blade, and to be fair, I have been using the rear part of the blade more than the front part because the grind is thicker here. But for, you know, feather sticks and making these curls, you don't really need to do the front. Well, you can. And you can see it's doing it. All right, you can make a big pile of this. But this wood is wet for sure. You can still see after batoning, all right, vertical, horizontal, etc. You know, we're looking good as far as sharpness goes, and so far so good with the 1095 steel from Eafengrow. So, you know, if you're not convinced with DC53 or whatever other steels that that Eafengrow is offering, now they offer 1095. And if you like this non-traditional look of a knife, which, you know, is doing the job, you know, this might be for you. Again, just a small demonstration. All right, here we go. Curls, feather stick, okay? So I was in the car for a while. I'm burning daylight. I don't have that much time left. Let's move on and continue. Tip test. Let me see if I can split this. The handle is nice, you know, with the grooves, okay? Very positive grip. As you can see, the wood split pretty nice. Let's take a look at that tip. That tip looks good. Let's make a divot. So if anybody has purchased this knife, let me know your experiences. If you like it, you don't like it, I'm kind of curious. But the one thing I noticed when I first got the silver version of this knife was that it was pretty impressive, man. I know the look is not traditional, but when I felt it in my hand, you know, it felt really good. And let's take a look at that tip. That looks good. I mean, it's a working knife, you know. And if you like this, why not buy it? You know what I mean? All right, you can see that I'm digging in there, trying to do this as fast as possible. I apologize, but it is cold, and I'm burning daylight, and it's getting colder. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at that tip. It looks good. Now look, this spine, it's unfortunate that it's not 90 degrees. However, again, as I always say, if you have a belt sander, you want to make it sharper, you can. This is a piece of wood. I was here yesterday scouting out the area, making sure that my outposts were good. The secondary outpost was good, but as you could see, this is a very dry piece. I had it in my car, but the edge, you know, I would have thought that this is for striking a ferro rod or scraping, but it is unfortunately not doing anything here. So let me try a little bit different part of the spine. Now, it is definitely not doing it. So there's really nowhere else that I could see on this knife to do it, because everything is rounded off, even by the protruding tang over here. So at least, you know, stonewash is nice. You don't see any kind of damage to the finish. The edges, like I said, they're rounded off. However, it's not a deal breaker, right? Because you're going to make those nice thin curls. And then hopefully, you know, if you're real smart, right, you have a lighter on you. You know what I mean? And you light it up. So you make a big pile, you light it up, you're good to go. Okay. Let me get some other camp materials. Let's test out. I mean, the blade is still pretty sharp after the beating. Let me get some other camp material. I want to do some cross batoning, but so far so good. We're looking good, man. All right, I got some material over here for the camping environment, but I did promise I want to do a little cross batoning. So looks good. Let's do it again. And you can see it's pretty thick, so and just to let everybody know, I did use the thinner part of the blade. Looking good, okay? So cross batoning, check, we're good to go. Now, let me just put this down and we'll do the camp material. Okay, so let's, you know, this is stuff that somebody could very well use in a camping environment, okay? I have twist ties over here. I think these are great. Take camping with you. They're light. Actually, that broke. Instead of cutting, I want to cut. There we go. That's what I want. I think it's smart to carry these. They're lightweight, and they, you know, you could tie them up and then use the knife to cut them off. Paracord. Little piece of paracord right here. I'll do the front part of the blade. Whoops. I started to cut and finish, but you could see. Let's do the rear part of the blade. Done. 1095. That's holding up just fine, man, okay? I got a thin piece of rope. That's this stuff right over here. I figure I had it in my kit. Okay, easy. Thicker paracord. I think this is 1100. paracord. All right, that was the rear of the blade. Let me see if I can do the front of the blade. Show you all. All right, and nice, you know, the blade is nice. You could possibly use this to do some skinning. All right, if you're a little fatigued over here doing this way, you can get up close and personal with the knife, with the muscle and the skin. So that works really well. All right, and you've got some of the grooves here to hold on to. Pretty nice little setup, man. Could be just, you know, a very good hunting knife, butchering knife. You know, you don't have to use it for the outdoor camping stuff. But as you can see, it is capable. Now I've got a little bit thicker rope here. Do a little chop. Okay, we cut. Now, some of the seatbelt material over here, I just unraveled it all. Let me re-ravel it. All right. Just going to take a little piece of it. There you go. Nice and easy. It works just fine. Plenty of good material. I have a piece of leather over here. Let's see how it does with the leather. I want to take a small piece. Good to go. I'm going to conclude, man. It's getting cold. I want to conclude. I'm so done with this cold weather. It's insane. There you have it, troops. The Eafengrow EF153 in 1095 steel did a phenomenal job. Eafengrow hit it out of the park again. Heat treat held up just fine. It's still sharp. It did a lot of work. Me personally, I think this is more of a hunting knife, skinning knife than it is an outdoor knife. But as you can plainly see, it did the job. It did the work. The knife is damn fine. So for those looking for 1095 high carbon from Eafengrow, you've got it. Fantastic. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, thank you very much for taking the time to check this out. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Let me bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, pause on the slides. Okay, take a look at the phone numbers, call them. Take a look at the websites, surf them. Seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, I'm gonna go get warm. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care. Legionnaires!